I hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you, bro.
I I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I
Might
can
just be.
hear you, but it's really low. Let me go ahead and put these handy dandy headphones in. That, all right, Jacob.
Hey, you sound good now.
Yeah. uh, I don't see you on screen no more, but
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
it's all good.
I see the KP. We might just have a phone chat then.
What is this?
Wait, I just turned myself off and then back on.
Off, back on.
Oh shit. There. All right. There you are. All right.
Jake, yes.
Hey.
Technology.
We did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Man, chilling. Ready for this, man. I'm excited for this. It's some
What you been up to with all of the quarantine and everything? You still been wrestling?
yeah, I get out every now and then. I'm trying to do it like once a week, but keeping it safe and spaced out and everything.
Yeah. Hey, it's wrestling. You can't be 6 feet apart,
Yeah,
huh?
not
Just,
trying to.
just be.
Yeah, no, but they trying their best. We wiping shoes off and ropes and canvases and showing up to practice in masks and everything. It's pretty. It's
Hey,
pretty
everybody's about to be
interesting.
a luchador.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. For sure.
But nah, that's like personal training and stuff. We've been doing that, wiping everything down, keeping all the weights clean. Man, my hands start to dry out after a while. You use too much cleaner.
Yeah, yeah. At
Oh, hey,
least,
real quick
what's
though.
up? What's up?
I say I gotta get your intro in real quick. All right, you ready for this? I wrote a little bit. We'll see how it is. Sick of my hair. Let me
All
get that
right.
Triple H going. All right. Hey, now we got our boy, Mr. Big Timing, high flying, always smiling, straight from Planet Dread, off the top ropes onto your head. If you're hungry, you're gonna get fed. Show stopping, big things popping, opponent dropping, Kenny Calypso.
Hey,
Hey,
yes,
I'm gonna tell
sir.
you, I've been excited for that all week.
Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Now that I
I'm
got that
telling
out of
you,
my
if
system.
they were to see you walk in, they're gonna start trying to train you, man, because you a big, good looking, kind of jacked man. You just a unit. I've been telling you that. No,
Hey, that's what it. One of these days, I'll go in. I'm gonna be your manager, and like your one of your matches, grab the guy's foot, like trip him or something, and now they're like, oh no,
yeah,
now it's got to be a tag team.
yeah. They'll probably be when I turn heel, but maybe if I we'll see. I might be a good bad guy.
Well, see, that's what I was saying too. Is like if I come and start tripping people, then that's gonna make you look bad. I was like, oh man, all right, we're gonna have to find a new angle. But
Yeah, but we could be end up making some money.
I'm
Got a
just
little
saying.
dude dynamic that it usually works. Yeah.
Nah, that's like right now. I've been thinking about doing like different stuff, getting creative and stuff. I think I really want to do like stand up comedy and see how it goes. And worst case scenario, I suck at it, and you'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun, man.
I've been thinking the same thing. I just don't you know don't know how to start.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know how I am. Ever since I known you, and I've been like, follow your dreams. I'm following my dreams, and all that type of stuff. Seeing you creating content and starting to put stuff on YouTube, I'm so freaking happy about that, and it's motivating me. You know what I'm saying? It motivates me. I'm like, man, my people are doing what they said they was gonna do. They following their dreams, and
yeah.
yeah, I
See,
became a wrestler and everything, but I still got other dreams to knock out.
but that's because I was thinking about that today too. How because I think I was even talking about, man, one of these days I want to make a podcast. It took 2 years, but here we are.
Here we are, man. It started off as a mission statement pretty much,
Yeah.
and ta-da.
But I've been looking at open mics and stuff. I'm gonna invite you out to one. I'm gonna make you get up there. But no, I haven't been up
Hey,
yet. But I was like, hey, the best way to do it is just jump in the fire.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See me, I'm a notorious overthinker, and
Yes, sir. Me
sometimes
too.
you just gotta, yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta like just jump in head first, you know.
That's what I've been trying to do late. Well, that was because I recorded last week with my brother-in-law, and he was like, "What do you want to talk about? What kind of notes?" I said, "Man, I just turned the camera on and started talking. Like I'm gonna just think too much. So let's just go."
I watched it twice.
Oh, I
Y'all had a
appreciate
lot to
that.
say. Yeah, no problem, man. I gotta know what I'm getting into. See what the
Yeah.
tone is.
Hey, that's fair. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You see, it's good on the presenter to do research, but also the guy who's gonna be, you know, showcased or whatever to, do a little bit of research too. So,
yeah,
and
for
plus, I,
sure.
I gotta support your stuff, man. I have to. I have to.
Well, I got a lot of good feedback. That one video where I was like, there was two of me. Everyone's like, man, that was like that one was real good. I was like, damn, maybe I gotta start making like a Chappelle show, like do some skits with just me. I've been thinking about it.
That would be nice.
I got a green screen in the garage, so
Oh man, that would be nice. You and your brother-in-law was saying a lot about Vince McMahon, and I was like, you know what? I got a lot to say about Vince.
hey, let's
I
go
know a
then.
lot
Well,
about
because
Vince.
I wanted to ask you too, because WWE still kind of been going on. I mean, not a whole lot, but they've done a few shows with this. Like, what are your
Yeah,
thoughts on that? Like, the entertainment value's been there, but at times you're
yeah,
like, all right, guys, y'all are kind of playing to an audience that's not really there. But at the same
yeah,
time, I mean, you as a wrestler, that's kind of your job, right? So I get like, how do you feel
yeah.
about them right now?
Uh, these the main companies are the only ones really running shows. The big North American and Japanese companies, that rake in millions and millions of dollars a
Yeah.
year, or that have TV deals. They're the only ones that's really running shows, and it's real scary. At one point, because WWE just had this big outbreak.
Oh man, I didn't even hear
COVID-19.
about
They,
that.
yeah, man, it's not what's up at all. Wrestling, wrestling as a whole, the state of wrestling is just it's not cool from the mainstream perspective, but and COVID and the whole COVID outbreak ain't making anything any better. But
Yeah.
wrestling will recover, and once
Well, I
we
do think.
recover, we have to be what's up.
Well, I was just say I do think it's kind of making a little bit of a comeback. Like you said, it's not super popular in the mainstream, but it seems like it's coming back a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes whenever it gets the mainstream, it's for the wrong reasons.
That's fair.
That's the that's the that's the sad part about wrestling. Millions of people around the world watch it and love it, but we just can't break that glass ceiling.
Yeah.
For the mainstream, we can bring mainstream people in, but it we can't retain them. We can't retain them. WWE brought in Cain Velasquez and Tyson Fury just last year, and they still can't get their numbers up. They still, it's like,
well, that's is Ronda Rousey still wrestling?
Nah, I guess you can say semi-retired. She dropped her Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania in the first women's main event, and it was awesome. And she been gone ever since. That was a little over a year ago.
Okay, well, I mean that shows. I guess I haven't been keeping up. But we did go. We went to the Royal Rumble. I got free tickets to it. So at Minute Maid a couple months ago.
Oh man!
And I remember, like, I think Brock Lesnar was like the first one in the ring.
Yes.
He tossed people out like 1 through 12. Was just yeah. And then Edge made his return.
Hold on real quick. Nah, you ain't got it. Sorry about that.
Oh, you good? But I said Edge like made his return. So is he back or he's doing a little?
Yes, Edge is back. Pretty much he got a Legends deal, if you want to call it that. He wrestled at this past WrestleMania with no people, and he wrestled.
I was like, what do you mean? But
yeah. This past WrestleMania was the first WrestleMania where nobody was in the audience. It was weird, but it was a real cool show. It forced WWE to get creative. But yeah, Edge is back. He wrestled 2 matches already. Won the one at WrestleMania and lost this past one at Backlash, both to Randy Orton. And so that's my favorite wrestler.
Randy Orton?
Yes. Love him.
So they're starting to build like a little storyline with Orton and Edge.
Oh man, they did it. They did
or
it.
Did they have bad blood it was from pretty, like, the past?
That's the way they set it up. Yeah, they had bad blood from the past, and I don't remember the whole. Okay, I guess the story started at the Royal Rumble where you was there. Edge came back, started cleaning house, and somehow, some way, Edge's family got involved. Edge's wife is a former WWE Divas champion. Her name is Beth Phoenix. And she somehow, some way got RKO'd by Randy Orton. And I was like, ooh. And that pretty much, in my eyes, started the whole feud. You know, you don't touch the man's wife like that. You don't just hit your finishing move on the man's wife like that. That's like, that's just wrestling don't do 101. and Edge beat him up after that. Edge beat the snot out of him, and then Randy ended up kicking him in the skull this past month or so.
Damn.
And he kicked his best friend in the skull too, and I was like, God, that's my favorite wrestler though.
He's kind of been a heel though from like the beginning, hasn't he? Like Randy Orton.
Sort of. There was like a small spell where he was a good guy, but he's a natural at being a heel. He's a natural.
Yeah, I've heard he's a pretty good dude though, like in person. I mean, I've never met him, but
I kind of like put him in the same category as like Zero. Like they probably would be cool in real life, but you know, if I was there to see him, I'd just keep on going, just in case, in case. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard Zero's pretty cool though. My buddy ran into him in person. Yeah, my buddy ran into him at a festival, and kind of like you said, he was just like, "Hey, you Zero?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, cool, man. Nice to meet you." Like, shook his hand and kept walking. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that doesn't say he's cool or not, but he was just like, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm him. All right, yeah."
Yep. That's a good way to approach him. I didn't know how to approach him. I met him I saw him when I was working at NTB. He came through to get one of his van service, and I was like, shit, that's Zero. Cool.
That's one time we were driving next to Bum B on 59, and he was like in a Bentley. So we pulled up next to him, and we're kind of driving about the same speed as him, looking in like, oh man, hey, that's Bun B. He looks over, shook his head, and just sped off. We were like, damn, man. But it was crazy because it's like everyone's like, is that? Oh, that's him, and he was like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
I love some Bun B. I listen to him a lot.
Well, Alex has been sending me a lot of stuff. He just sent me Slabs Talking.
Okay.
I can't. Who is that? That's
Paul Wall and
yeah.
Kiki. Slab
He
Talk.
just sent me that. He's been sending me a bunch of rap lately.
Yeah.
I guess as soon as he found it, he's, oh, you like rap? Here we go. I got some stuff for you.
Yeah.
But he always finds some crazy music, man.
Yeah, he when Run the Jewels 4 just came out, he was sending me that.
He sent me that too.
I got the whole album. I can't get past the fourth song because it's just so dope and something ended up happening. I keep going back to Ooh La La or the very first song. I forgot what it's called. Something in the Brave, episode 4. Awesome. I got to find the time to really listen to it.
No, that's a pretty cool band. And then Killer Mike too, man. He's been doing a lot lately. So it's good to see. And then so with y'all, it's because you're in Texas All Star Wrestling, right? That's the brand.
Yeah.
Are there any plans to get it going back? I mean, I know right now because now we're masking up again. Everything's kind of shutting back down. Do y'all have a show like, hey, in September we're gonna try for something, or is it just kind of playing it by ear right now?
From what I know, we playing it safe right now, but training is back open. Just in case if this reaches out to somebody who thinking about getting into wrestling or think, hey man, that might be cool. We in Greens Point Mall, man. Greens Point Mall, CDM Gym. Yeah, and we just train. We just train there. We doing normal training and everything. We try to keep the social distancing and everything. Like I said, we wiping shoes off. So you get your temperature taken with the little beam thing. It'd be weird. Yeah, it'd be weird. I'm like, you pointing this at my head in a weird way, right? Yes, take my temperature. But
that's what we always joke around. We're like, all right, man, we just scanned your thoughts. Some people don't laugh as hard.
Hey, I just scanned your thoughts. Oh no. Oh.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. They end up believing it. But
hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Go.
The whole COVID thing in wrestling is, I guess for me, to be quite honest, it's like a double-edged sword, man. Because it's like some wrestlers live off of the independent scene, and there's no shows being booked. So some of these men and women ain't getting paid. If you're on the WWE level or the AEW level, Impact Wrestling level, Ring of Honor level, you're under contract, so you're getting paid. You're just not working. So, that itch to just get in there and wrestle is real, and I have it. I try to stay consistent as I can with it. But at the same time, like, I wish there was a way where we can all get paid and not put ourselves at risk, especially the way they had this big old outbreak at WWE, and it's affecting the outbreak at WWE is affecting multiple companies because one presenter is the wife of the AEW World Champion. And, they living together. She caught COVID and she in this company. So now you just affected the literal top star of the second North American promotion. That's the side where, man, can everybody just go home? Can everybody just get paid to go home?
Like, hey, we need to take a break for a minute.
Yeah.
But nah, I feel you, because y'all get paid by the show, right? At the level
independent guys, yeah.
Like, so if there's no shows, there's no pay. That is
No
tough.
shows,
But
no pay.
like you said, at least right now, it's a time to kind of get your skills tight or keep practicing.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, it does suck. But you're working on the side, right? You got something else going on?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm working on the side, or at least I'm trying to. You know, it's kind of it's kind of rough out here, even on
No,
the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm trying. I got a new job and everything, but they being a little, what's the right word? I don't want to say hesitant to let me in, but
Hey, and I can cut
I
stuff out if I need to. So if something slips out, just let me know.
I don't want to say they hesitant to let me in. They taking they did it. It kind of broke up a little bit. Was you saying something?
No, I was just saying, like if something comes out, I can edit stuff out.
I appreciate you, man.
But that's me right now.
But nah,
Cause
they what's up?
go ahead, go ahead.
I was just saying that they taking their time, man, and I kind of want to get it to work, but you know me, man. I'm like, it's all in God's time, and you know I'll go when He say go, you know. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's right now because with training, we got people kind of dropping off again because the new mask orders, and now we have to wear masks while we're training. So,
Mm-hmm.
which and we got the people who are working out. It's kind of optional for them right now, so that they can keep breathing. You know, you start working
Yeah.
out too hard. But I know a few people are dropping off the schedule, so I've applied for a couple of jobs. Kroger called me the other day, so I'm waiting on them, and I know because they're not going to shut down, so it'll be like an overnight position,
Yeah.
so I don't got to be around people. But like you said, they're kind of taking their time too. It's making me nervous.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's really hard to stay sane.
Yeah,
And uh like I said, wrestling right now, it doesn't have like the nicest, I guess, uh representation, if for lack of a better term right now. You know, wrestling is pretty ugly at the
yeah,
moment. Not just because of COVID, because it like there's this thing called the speaking out movement, and a lot of things have been, a lot of people and things have been affected because of the wrongdoing of wrestlers to female talent, female trainees, and things of that nature. And it's been real hard to watch. It's been really hard to watch. You know, wrestling is always been like my fallback thing, my way of escapism. And
yeah.
now it's just like I can't escape the wrestling now. What do I do? You know, what do I do?
Nah, that is tough. But at least it's starting to come out now. You know, like and hopefully all this stuff starts changing. It just turns into a better spot for people. But that is
Amen to that.
tough. Yeah,
Amen to that, because you know it's the ugly side of it, but yeah, it's nothing but greener pastures from here, because you know, at least now that it's coming out, we can do something about it. You know, instead of letting a whole bunch of underhanded, you know, self-indulgent
yeah,
tactics being going on when somebody's just trying to live their dream. You know.
yeah. For sure. But that's you've been keeping up with XFL at all? I guess not really keeping up. I know me and Brian talked about it last week, but this will kind of bring Vince McMahon back.
Yeah.
Like, how's he handling that? I don't know if he's gone public with that or not, but it's basically like we said last time, XFL's pretty much done. But they're saying Vince McMahon said, "Hey, I got enough money for 2 seasons." But at the end of the day, you're like,
Man,
maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
oh, I truly believe Vince McMahon got enough money to do whatever the hell he really wants to do. You know, oh my God, this man has been a billionaire 2 or 3 times in his lifetime, so I think he got enough money to do what he want to do. But the whole situation with the XFL, my man, I don't know why he did it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't work the first time, and you know, a big failure then, and everything seemed to be going good until the pandemic hit. And then now you got people suing you, and
Yeah.
you file for bankruptcy and everything. The XFL, if it's not done, it's done under the watch of Vince McMahon, in my humble opinion. But like, I don't know why he started back up in the first place. You know what I mean? Everything going good in WWE, and
Yeah.
you already 70 going on 150. You know, you need to keep your priorities like real tight. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, also too, he seems like the kind of guy where because it failed the first time, he's like, man, I got to prove to everybody that I can make it succeed. But it just seems like God's against him now. He shut the whole world down.
Yes. Vince McMahon is that type of person, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's hard to really believe anything otherwise, that God is against me. Like, stop. No more football, bro. Stick with the wrestling, bro.
Like if he's waiting for a sign, he might have got it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Uh, Vince, he, if it ain't one thing, it's another. When it comes to 2020, because the XFL stopped, live audiences stopped. He trying to get live audiences back into arenas and everything, doing shows by the end of next month, early August type stuff. And I'm just like, nah, fam,
Yeah.
that I don't see it. Like.
Well, that was like the other day. I heard Mark Cuban talking about it, and he said they're trying to kind of get a way to get fans coming back. And he was like, we'll start setting people with like the 6 feet social distancing. So like if you come as a pair, 2 of you come, you'll sit here, and then we'll put the next group 6 feet away, and the next group 6 feet away. But then he started talking. He's like, but if you're okay hanging out with this group, then we'll put y'all together. Now y'all get a 6-foot radius. I was like, all right. He goes, oh, well, if these two big groups are okay and everyone's safe, we put them together. And I was like, all right, this man is just trying to like, nah, we're just going to fill the stadium back up. Everyone's good.
Yep. Because I just don't see it working. Because at the end of the day, people gonna do what the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? There's people who really think that this pandemic is a joke until they get it. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do what they want to do. I don't know what to say about these people. It's real out here.
Well,
you're gonna try to fill up. You're gonna try to fill up stadiums and stuff, man. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking to my boy later about it, but you've been keeping up with NBA at all? Are you interested in the comeback? Or you think
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna
I
work
want to
out?
see how it go. Like, I'm very interested in pretty much any sport. Like, getting back in the movement of anything, because wrestling is pretty much the only sport that kept going throughout this whole thing.
Well, they got
NBA.
UFC has been doing some stuff
Oh
too.
yeah, right. You sure right.
But I think there's a lot of fighters who can't get to, like, their country won't let them out, or just with all the different travel and stuff, they got to make a lot of exceptions and things. So there's been some good fights. I mean, there's been some really good fights.
Yeah.
But it also, I mean, Dana White's been putting in some work to make them happen.
Yeah. Ain't that why Khabib stuck where he at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Russia won't let him leave. Because I think the UFC was like, hey, this is one of our guys, and Russia's like, nah, he's one of our, like, he's a citizen here, and we're not letting him out. And you're like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Well, with basketball, I saw the Lakers and the Clippers are the first game scheduled. So I think that's going to be a fun one out the gate.
When?
It shows how good. I got my computer right here. Give me a second. I'll look it up.
Research. Yeah.
Well, I brought the computer because I was like, man, because I can edit all of this, like all this dead space right now. Would just take that out, and it looks like I knew off the top of my
head. Yeah, Jacob.
All right, here it is. Opening night, July 30th. So the Jazz play the Pelicans. So you got Zion right out the gate, and then the Clippers and the Lakers. Then the 31st, they got a bunch. Like then it's gonna be 6 games a night for like the next week. After that,
No fans.
yeah, no fans. It's gonna be like an AAU tournament almost.
Okay.
But that's what I was saying is like all those guys grew up playing AAU anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, a bunch of them are excited about it. Or at least,
yeah,
I bet they're just happy to get back to playing or getting paid
I
again.
bet, man. Yeah. I'm very interested in, any sport, getting back in the groove of things, because I just want to see how it plays out. Like, I'm very interested. And then as over the years, I've been kind of getting more and more into mixed martial arts, UFC mainly, and a lot of fighters. Well, not a lot, but maybe like a handful of fighters are really, what's the right word? They really, I guess, lashing back at UFC because of lack of pay. You know what I'm saying? I think Jorge doing it.
Mm-hmm.
John Jones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, John Jones? Damn.
Well,
like,
I know those are the two main ones. And I kind of been keeping up with it a little bit. I think what happened was like UFC was like, hey, let's sign a 5-fight deal or 6-fight deal or whatever it is. So you're under contract for the next 6 fights. We'll pay you this much each fight. Yeah. But the problem, especially with Jorge Masvidal, is he signed it, I guess, like 3 fights ago, but then knocked out Ben Askren in 5 seconds. Fought Nate Diaz for the BMF belt.
Yeah.
So now he's like, listen, man, like people tune in for me. Like people are watching for me. We got to restructure this contract. And UFC is like, hey, you signed it. That's what we said we're going to pay you. So you're fighting for that or don't fight. So it's kind of, and also with coronavirus and stuff. I mean, UFC is like, hey, we don't want to spend any more money.
Yeah.
But I think, if I'm not mistaken, like their contracts are one of the worst in sports financially. Like it's like a really small percentage of what the UFC is actually bringing in compared to like in the NBA, the players get like this percentage, but in the UFC combined, all the players combined and stuff, but it's a lot lower of a percentage. So they're all like, hey, y'all got a lot of money. Where's it at? But those UFC events aren't cheap to put on. So, I mean, I kind of get it from both sides. But at the end of the day, when people tune in because Jorge Masvidal is on the screen, I mean, you got to pay those guys. And even in wrestling, injuries are all over the place. In UFC, the point is to injure your guy, like hurt him so bad he wants to stop fighting. I feel like those guys should be making a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not interested in mixed martial arts at all because I don't want anyone to kick me in the face ever.
Right. I see where you're coming from. And I also see where they coming from as well. Like Jorge, he wants more money, and then it's like, my man, ain't no fans. You know what I'm saying? We losing out on live gate. We losing out on merchandise and everything. And you choose now to renegotiate a deal. I kind of see it. I kind of see it, but then you like, people gonna tune in to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I definitely see it from both sides, but I mean, I'm always gonna lean towards an individual over a corporation. So it's like, hey, because if he leaves, what happens? And I know UFC they're still gonna be UFC. they're still gonna make tons of money. So it's like, hey, listen, you're one guy. What if you leave? But a part of me is like, hey, what if Jorge Masvidal and John Jones both said, let's start our own league? Hey, we're gonna set it. We can't have fans anyway. Let's rent out this convention center, and we'll just have fights here under our promotion. I mean, that's extreme, but if anyone could do it, those guys got some. They got some stuff behind them.
Yeah, yeah.
Make a phone call to Conor McGregor and say, Conor, what's up, man? You trying to make some money?
Man, Conor McGregor on anybody's books. That's gonna be crazy. I heard Conor wants to fight, but they not letting him. You know, is that's true?
I'm not exactly sure that whole scenario, but I think it's kind of a thing where he really wants to stay in the media, like he wants to keep the attention on him. So
okay,
and he, like I said, I'm not. It's a show with non-experts, bro, but I know he just retired, but it's kind of as soon as his name stops getting mentioned, he's like, oh well, hey, all right, cool. If y'all aren't gonna let me fight, I'm gonna retire. But I think it's got something to do with money too. Where, and to be fair, he made $100 million in a boxing match, and he's not a boxer. So for him, he's probably like, hey, I want to see this number on the line, and then I'll sign it. And they're like, listen, Conor, we're not going to pay you that. And right now, especially in his division, because he's in the same division as Khabib, Justin Gaethje, who just beat, I can't think of his name.
Tony Ferguson?
Ferguson, yeah. I'm going to edit out that part that I forget. No. But yeah, so that division at the top is Khabib, Ferguson, Gaethje, like just monsters. And then if you go up to 170, you got monsters. UFC's getting good now. And Conor, I guess since he was leaving, he's like, all right, now I'm back. And now it's time for me to fight for the title. And they're like, well, listen, there's kind of a line now.
Yeah.
And I think he's called out a few people where he's like, all right, Gaethje just beat Ferguson, then I'll fight Gaethje. But Gaethje's like, no, man, Khabib has the belt, and I'm fighting for the belt. All right, well, then I'll fight Tony Ferguson. And so I just think that it's kind of mixed up right now. And since he can't get the contract he wants, I think that's why he said, all right, cool, I'm going to retire. But I mean, I don't believe he's retiring for real. I think he's just like, all right, everyone, I'm out. And they're like, oh, okay, man. Oh, no, what about Conor? So he'll be back.
For sure. Because I learned very quickly in my couple years of following mixed martial arts that mixed martial arts retirement and wrestling retirements are like one and the same. Like nobody is really ever retired. It's just gonna take one phone call, the right scenario, or the right amount of persuasion. You'll be back. Conor ain't retired.
And even then, like you said, it's all it takes is the right persuading. But I think it's just kind of a negotiating tactic too, Yeah. Kind of like where they're like, hey, we'll pay you $20,000, and you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna leave. And like, oh wait, okay, we'll give you $50.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are fake numbers, but something like that. Where, oh no, hey, all right, we can sit down, we can talk again. And since they're under contract, you can't like, hey, I'm gonna go fight for, like with UFC, I'm gonna go fight for Pride, or I'm gonna go fight for ONE FC, or even in WWE, hey, all right, I'm gonna go fight for AEW.
Right.
Like, well, you can't. So it's like, all right, cool, then I retire.
Yeah.
But all right, here's his quote. It says, Conor McGregor, he says he retired from fighting because the game doesn't excite him, and he's frustrated over being offered stupid fights. Yeah, so I think he wants big time fights, but like I said, there's like a line now, and he's not the biggest. I mean, he's a huge draw, but I don't think he's as big as he was, or at least not the biggest, because there's more people now.
Okay.
And I do think he may have called out Jorge Masvidal at one point, but Masvidal he said, if I'm gonna fight Conor, we're fighting for big money.
Yeah.
So I think it's just money right now is the big issue.
Yeah. And then money ain't circulating like it used to.
Yeah.
That's man.
And like you said, that trickles down. I feel bad. Who I really feel bad for? I mean, for people like I don't. And this isn't like, oh man, hey, I feel sorry for you. But like for you, for the independent wrestlers, and then especially like the independent fighters, because there's guys out there who fight for, $1,000 a fight or whatever. You do a 6-week training camp, and if you win, you get $1,000. And that's kind of what keeps you going for the next 6-week training camp. And then, the next boom, boom, boom. And hopefully you make it big one day. Well, all of those smaller promotions, like you said, all the independent stuff is done right now because they only make money from fans. Without TV deals and stuff, you only make money when people are buying tickets. So right now it's real tough. Like, I think it's going to be like those UFC and WWE, they'll be all right. But I think there is going to be a little gap at some point where there's not new talent coming in because everyone had to back off for so long. Or on the flip side, the new talent coming in is going to be badass because they're like, we're getting this done no matter what.
Yeah. At least for WWE, they've been, some of the, you probably don't know, but some of the top stars are like, man, nah, I'm going home. This COVID stuff ain't what's up. I'm about to go chill. And so they have been bringing up talent, but the thing is, you need to keep that talent safe.
Yeah.
Everybody need to be kept safe. I'm all about safety. You know what I'm saying? Like I do see myself, in the future being some sort of a business owner, having employees and stuff like that. And let's say something similar to this ever pops up. God forbid, but you know what I'm saying? I'm running a multi-million or multi-billion-dollar company, homie. I'm gonna make sure these people get paid, but they stay home, stay as safe as possible. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to work, please. That's just me.
Well, and also, like because I didn't realize they were bringing up new talent, but like it kind of makes sense where, hey guys, we got a spot for you, and then in their minds they're like, hey, this is my chance, I have to.
Yes.
Oh, but hey, what if you get sick or what if you're like, it doesn't. This is my chance, I have to.
Yes, man. It's
right.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it gotta kind of be like that, but like I can easily put myself in their shoes and like, look, you're gonna be on Monday Night Raw.
No, absolutely.
You're gonna be in front of millions of people. Go out there, like give it your all. Say have fun. I'd be like, yup, I'm going. No questions asked. But this whole COVID stuff, man.
That's what I just keep saying, man. We're in a weird time. It's just weird times, bro. The world's weird right now.
Yeah, man. Like I would like in the future. I would love to come out there at or like we meet up somewhere and we do this like face to face. But we probably
sure.
gonna be maxed up, looking looking like luchadors, big luchadors, short luchador.
Now well, really, with that's kind of my plan is because Skype is, especially now with everything going on, Skype, I think it's easy. It's the best way doing FaceTime, and it doesn't take a lot of. I mean, I'm using my phone, a microphone.
Me too.
Like that's it. That's how much it takes. So I would like to set up eventually a little bit of a studio or something, or even just if I'm out and about, like one day, hey, me and you were hanging out, and we just set up a camera. Like you're in the car right now, we just set up a camera on the dash and we talk face to face, or set up a table somewhere, So it's kind of
yes, sir.
With it, I mean, I think my first video has like 12 views on it, so I'm trying not to. I'm getting excited, bro. I get excited, but it's like, hey, all right, take it. It might be years before people start watching this, but hey, you know me. I dream huge. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I'm gonna be the next Joe Rogan. He got $100 million deal. I'm on my way, But my plan is kind of really, I just want to have fun with it. I'm not trying to make a living. It's just, and hell, we haven't sat down and talked in a minute. It was just badass. I get to sit down. We talking face to face. and then I can put some content up. Shout out Texas All Star Wrestling, Kenny Calypso. Like, hey, tag you in some stuff. So that's what it is. It's fun, man. We're sitting here fucking laughing, smiling, having a good time. So that's what I'm doing, really. But it would be badass to end up with a studio, sit down face to face. Like you said, whenever all this is gone, see people again. I think it's gonna like I'm just having fun with it though. That's my big thing now is I just want to have fun because both of us have had jobs that you're just like, man, I'm tired of showing up. So it's like,
Yeah.
how about if I got to do those, I got to do those. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna put my head down. I'm gonna get it done. But in my time, let me do this. Let me make content. Let me laugh. Let me do open mic stand up. Let me just be silly. I'm a silly person. So I just want to be silly again. That's kind of what this is about. But I've been having a lot of fun. And you're the second person, so I've only done 2 of them, and it's already a blast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's good to hear, man. That's real good to hear. That make me feel good inside, man. To be straight up honest with you, man. Like the past 4 to 5 days, everything that's been going on in the world, it's been hitting me hard. I guess I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on myself. But hearing stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it's really still some good in the world, man. There's really still some positivity out here. Yeah, and that, man, it made me feel so good hearing that,
yeah.
bro.
Well,
For
but like
real.
you said too, I mean, the past probably the past month or two, man, I've been mentally off, like, because I've got depression going on. So most of the time I'm good, but this past month, like you said the past 4 or 5, this past month for me has been tough, bro, for real. But a big thing is because yesterday I got to hang out. We went to there's like a parking lot social, so it's basically like a drive-in. They had a concert going on, but it was on like the drive-in screen, and hey, everyone, stay in your cars, or if you want to get out and dance, but keep space. So it was real cool. But we went with a really good friend, and I got to talk to him for a minute. I've talked to Kayla a lot. My sister just moved in with me, so I've been talking to her a lot. Like I'm talking to people again. I'm starting to bring my people back. I'm getting like I got my boys with me again. That's what I was telling Joe yesterday. I said the big thing for me is I've been too like closed off, and everyone's wearing masks now. Nobody's smiling at anybody anymore. So like the world's almost closed off. So I was like, a
Yeah.
big thing is I I get to talk to my boys, and really the main point of this is just sitting down talking to you. I'm talking to Darius later. I haven't had a conversation with him. I mean, we talked back and forth on Facebook, but we haven't had a conversation in like 10 years. So I was like, just
Ooh.
a big thing is, so I'm a little nervous too. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
But a big thing is, I just want to reconnect with people, man. I need my circle back.
For
So,
sure.
like you said, and then talking to people, talking to you got one of the best laughs I know, man. So having you on here is just like, all right, yeah, that's right. Because even Carvana wasn't the best job, but dude, I got so many good memories of it. Like anywhere you got to show up at 5 a.m., you're like, damn, this is tough. But I show up and you're there, Alex is there. I mean, you knew I had some bad days there, days where I just wanted to be shut off and quiet. But I've been working on myself a lot. I've been using some medicine. Uh, um, but nah, that's really helped me a lot. I've been sober for about 3 weeks because I got jobs coming up, and I think that
Okay.
these past 3 weeks have been tough.
Ah,
But it's really
yeah.
helped me to kind of get in touch with me and hey, listen, man, you're not being you right now. You're silly. You're goofy. You just want to have fun. I even talked to my mom, and she was saying, yeah, I'm starting to hate my job too. Because just I was like the way we are, especially my family. And I think people in general it's if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm supposed to be an artist. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to make,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
supposed to make something, and I haven't been making anything for a while. And I'm like, damn, that's why I'm unhappy. But dude, I've been
Yeah.
looking forward to today, like I said, all week, bro. I just wanted that promo. That promo, that's a dumb little promo at the beginning, but I was so excited, man. I was like, man, I've been watching Jake the Snake do some stuff in the back, you know. So I'm just trying to get back to me. That's really what this is about. And COVID sucks, man. It sucks, and it's messed a lot of people up. But it gave me a chance because not working for 6 weeks, I just sat at home with myself all day. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? And that's why I started making those videos.
Yeah.
And just in my mind, because I've always wanted to make something, and I'm like, what if I make it and people are like, dude, that's stupid. But then during COVID, I was like, I don't care. If I get 100 comments and everybody says that's dumb, I'll be like, yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's kind of where I'm at now. And
cool,
it really,
bro.
and I mean, I was thinking about it too, because we talked about doing it when we were working together. I talked about making content. Hey, oh man, one of these days I'm gonna make content. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and I never did it. But the other day I was like, oh man, I'm about to talk to Kenny. He's like, I don't want to say you inspired me, but you definitely were like an inspiration. Where it's like, listen, bro, you can do whatever you want. And hell, you're a professional wrestler. Maybe it's an independent company, but I'm friends with a professional wrestler. You're like, dude, if he can go be a professional wrestler, I can sit down in front of a phone and make some content. So it's, I mean, it's stuff like that where it's like, man, like one of these days you're gonna be like, I'm gonna call you and like, oh yeah, I'm not wrestling right now, and be like, you better get your ass back in there, man. But at the same time, like I'm big on, as long as you're having fun with it, perfect. It's awesome, man. But that's kind of where I'm at. Is I'm like, let me just make some content. That's why I want to do stand up. Maybe I suck at it, but I would rather try it and then be like, okay, I sucked.
Yeah.
Then be like, oh man, what if?
What if? Oh, I hate that. That right there scares me. It scares me to death because my mom, she either is or used to be like that. Like I haven't really seen her do that what if stuff as of late, but she used to be like that. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And I'm like, I refuse to live in that fear because you know what I'm saying. Like you won't be able to get anything done. You really won't have a sense of peace because
Right.
you can do what if to literally anything. What if I pull out of this driveway and I don't pull back in? You know, like I refuse to live that way. There's no, like I said, there's no peace. So I said I'm gonna become a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do this. No what ifs. You know, I still got to get over my little mental blocks, my little insecurities with some things, and you know, the whole COVID stuff going on now. You know, but I know when I do go wrestle, when I do go practice, and when I do get booked for shit, there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling.
Well, I was listening to Jocko Willnick. He's like a former Navy SEAL, and he's like I don't want to say he's a motivational speaker, but he puts out content that's real motivational. And one of his videos that really hit home with me. Damn, I just blanked on it. I had it in my head, and then I forgot. What did he say? Okay, all right. He was like, at the end of the day, you're gonna lay your head down. You know, you're gonna go to bed. You're gonna lay in the bed. He goes, and you'll have two options or two thoughts where you're like, damn, today was a good day. Or it'll be like, oh, what if, you know, like, oh, I should have done that. Like, specifically with him, it's like exercise. He was like, you know, oh, man, I should have just done that 45-minute workout. Because no matter what, you're still in the bed at the end of the day. And you either did it or you didn't. And I was like, damn, dude, that's it. Like, I don't want to go to bed and not be proud of the day. So
yeah,
that's
man.
Kind of like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, man. I sat down, we filmed it, got it edited, I'm gonna get it posted. I think I'm gonna hold off on this one a little bit just because this was a fun one, but like for probably like next week, not for a long time. Okay. But tomorrow, I'm not working in the morning.
Special edition episode, Kenny Kalypso.
Because I'm doing one about soccer today with my buddy, and I was like, all right, that one might be for right now, because we're gonna talk about shit that happened last week. I was like, I gotta get that out before it's old. This one is badass because it's just like me and you hanging out. But I think I'm gonna put it like I'm looking for Saturday, and I'll do like little Instagram clips and stuff of it throughout the week to kind of tease it. But I think Saturday's when I'm gonna try to get this one out. But I'm big on that now, where it's like, dude, as soon as you lay your head down, are you proud of today? If not, I mean, let's fix it, or get it done. And now I've told too many people I'm gonna do stand up on purpose, so that eventually they're gonna be like, hey, have you done it yet? And you're like, all right, I'm gonna make them like I'm making myself accountable to too many people for me to say no.
Yeah. Oh man, all that is inspiring, man. All of that.
Hey, but for real, because I think I'm gonna give it a little bit of time now, because I wanted to go and do it now, do stand up now, but with all the masks and everything, I was like, let me give it a little time. But I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna let you know when some dates are. Not to say, hey, you gotta come and get on stage, but hey, just be here. And hell, because my sister's like, what if, or no, Kayla was like, what if you get up there and nobody laughs? I said, all right, I'm gonna take Ryan, my sister. Well, that's what I'm saying. So the good news is, if I take my sister, after about 2 minutes of, if it's just awkward silence, that's gonna be hilarious to her. The fact that I'm doing terrible is gonna be funny, and she'll laugh at that. And I said, as soon as she laughs, it'll start going. But I'm telling you, if you're in the back laughing, like, damn, my boy just fucked up. But you get one of those big laughs, I think people are just like, okay, maybe he is funny.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to always help you, man. I support you no matter what you do. I promise you, man. You the homie. It's still crazy that you're a professional. Personal trainer. Still crazy that you're a personal trainer, man. It's like I used to work next to you. It's like, fuck, bro. Look at you. Like, damn. And now you helping people look like a goddamn Adonis, like you. Like, yeah, that's dope. And I'm glad I was able to inspire you, bro. Because I realized about myself. I learned stuff about myself while having conversation. And if I inspired you in just the smallest, that gives me so much motivation to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like the last month for you and the last week for me has been just draining. But
yeah,
I promise you, I'm gonna get out of this car skipping like I'm doing a show. Like I feel good, dog. I was able to inspire my dude. When we like you said in your last video, when we all become famous, huge and everything, we can look back on this.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
This is gonna be the one too. It'll be like, damn, all right, hey, we're doing episode 500, but y'all really gotta go check out episode 2 with my boy Kenny Kalypso. But think about it, man. Hey, and like I said, bro, you know me. We dream big. I don't think it's impossible that one day we're gonna be backstage at WrestleMania, and I'll be doing me and you sitting down doing something like this. It's gonna be like, damn, bro, you remember in 2020 all that COVID bullshit? We sat down and we talked.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Hey, hell, it doesn't have to be WrestleMania. We might be at AEW making tons of money. You might be doing. What was that one promotion? They got pretty big. I can't remember, but they had like the X Factor belt, or not X Factor, but
X Division. Yeah. Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. I still remember that, and because AJ Styles came from there, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, hey,
we could be anywhere. We can be anywhere. I can't wait. And something that's cool that now that I think about it is probably unintentional. Some of these presenters be interviewing wrestlers, and they wait a year and then they do it again, or they wait a year and a half or 2 years. But after like about a 5-year span, you see the growth of not only the presenter but the actual performer and the wrestler. Y'all started doing something like real small, like probably like this over Skype or like a cheap setup and everything. A year and a half, 2 years later, you got a little bit better equipment, and he getting booked for more shows. You never know. We might have a nice little catalog here, starting
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
5 years from
And
now, we can look. Hey,
I think what's real cool too is like because we're friends, so it's nothing. I mean, I think both of us are like, hey, whatever you need. You need me to show up? Hell, you need me to carry you down? Oh, you're premiering? You want to ride on my shoulders to the ring? I got you, bro. I got you. I'd be like, all I
yes,
need is for you to sit down and we'll do a little, let's chat for 10 minutes. And you're like, hey, no problem, bro. But for real, I think it'd be fun to be like a manager, not actually manage you, like you do your own thing, but kind of like a Paul Heyman type, dude. That'd be
yeah,
so funny.
yeah,
Except I'm bigger. They're like,
yeah,
what you meant? What?
yeah. Like, my man is going to destroy you, and then here I come out, just
Yeah.
like 2 feet shorter than. Ain't he the one that's supposed to be doing the destroying? Yeah. I think this is a little back. Okay, I just roll with it. I think that would be so dope. It'll mess with people's mind, because you look like freaking Kevin Nash in his fucking prime, dude. Just you could big boot a guy, choke slam a guy, and just walk away. But you over here announcing me like I'm the crusher. I'm gonna be the dude that's gonna take you out. I can see that working with the proper execution. I can see that working. Just mind fuck everybody,
Hey, for real though, I think it'd be cool one day, like whenever you're down training, hit me up one of these days if I don't have anything to do, and just I'll go to training. Not don't get excited now. I'm not trying to, but just go down and hang out, maybe bounce off the ropes or something, meet people.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I think honestly it'd be cool to just be. Shit, I could be a reporter for for Texas All Star Wrestling.
Hey,
But
that
nah,
would be
for real,
cool.
I think it'd be cool to just because I really want to do like Muay Thai. I just don't want to I don't want to fight. I don't want to. I'll spar a little bit. But I think it'd be
Yeah,
cool, just a cool martial art to learn. But I was
yeah,
like, you know what, wrestling would be something too. I'd get in shape doing that. Learn how to fall the right way.
yeah.
Probably get a little bit more flexible because I'm tight as shit. So
Yeah, that that sounds good. I just know. I'll have to tell all the wrestlers or whoever's gonna be there. Hey, I got a homie coming. Please don't get excited. This man, this man is absolutely gorgeous. All right, like, don't get excited. And then you walk in, holy shit, that's your friend.
you're like, listen,
I'm
guys, listen. I'm just here to
telling
try
you,
it out.
you got the look. Yeah, I promise you, if you was to like tap in like something, like you get like pissed off and you scream into like a microphone or something, that people gonna start trying to throw money at you.
Bro, I'm
Like
telling you, like
wrestling promotion.
I've been watching old school rock videos, dude.
Ooh,
Not only because he was
yes,
amazing, bro. He's amazing on the
yes,
mic, but he looks like he's having so much fun.
yeah, yeah,
I love the part. He goes,
yeah.
"What's your name?" It doesn't matter what your
Doesn't
name is,
matter
bitch.
what.
Damn, bro.
Yes. Uh, it was cool. This was real cool, my man. This was real
Yes,
cool.
sir. Hey, I really appreciate you taking time, man. Like
Uh,
I know it doesn't take a whole lot, but I appreciate you hanging out, man. It's like you said, it's a lot of fun. I'm fired up, bro. That's why I scheduled you first today for a reason. Because I was like, I'm gonna sit down with Kenny and he's gonna get me in the right fucking mindset, man. But for real, like you've inspired me. There's definitely times where it's because I use inspiration different, but it's like, man, you know what? This will make Kenny proud. Let me let me go ahead and do this.
I'm
Cause
definitely a proud dude right now.
but
Definitely.
shit, dude, that's and the same, man. It's bad. I'm proud of you. You keep doing it. Keep chasing that shit, man. Keep dreaming. Like you said, what ifs? Man, fuck those. We don't need them. What if you succeed? What if you become a millionaire?
Yes. Those are the right what ifs. I be trying to
Yes,
tell
sir.
people those are the right ones. Uh, what if
Shit.
you become viral?
Hey, And it takes one. That's it. It takes one video.
Just take one. Just take one. Anytime, my dude. Anytime you need me,
Yes,
I'm a
sir.
text away, phone call away, FaceTime away, whatever forms of media they come out with in the next 5 to 20 years. Just
Hell
use
yeah.
that.
Before
I
long,
got
yeah.
you.
We'll be holograms. We'll be able to stand, sit in
Oh,
front of each other,
bro,
but
that would
not
be
really.
dope. That would be dope. On some what was that? Some Star Wars type shit.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
All right,
bro.
big man.
Hey,
Get to
take it
my steak
easy.
and potatoes.
Hell yeah. There you go, boy. Put that weight on.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
Take
And I'm
care. You
going
as
to stay
well.
in touch for sure, man.
For sure.
All right.
All right.